I think we're a little bit crazy. Okay, keep an eye out for the leopard. The drive from Nuwara was about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and now we have 30 minutes to go. We are just waiting for a train to take off, so there's a little bit of a traffic jam, but we should be on our way soon. Our kind B&B host provided a packed breakfast for us to take to Horton Plains. Look how cute. We have a little packed sandwich with some cream cheese, mango nectar and yogurt. Feels like we're back in the Netherlands, but in reality we're in leopard territory at the moment. We have our ticket. It cost 25,000 rupees, quite a hefty price, but now it's time to enter the park. It almost feels like we're back in the UK. Almost makes me miss it. Wow, these are the famous sunbird deer. In the time of the British, this used to be a hunting ground, and they also grew potatoes here. Fun fact.
You ready for the hike?
Yeah, so ready. Oh, so glad we made the efforts to get up this morning. It's definitely worth it.
So we just got our bags checked and they removed all plastic from our bags. Even the label from the water bottle was removed. But you can take the water bottle in, and they also give you paper bags to put anything that you need inside.
It's the second place we're hiking where there are leopards in the area. The first was Knuckles, and the second is here in Horton Plains, but here they're even more common. I think we're a little bit crazy. Back in the time of the British, they introduced trout into these rivers. But then what happened was that the trouts started eating the local shrimp that lived in these rivers. They even have otters here. How cool. You need to stay close to me, okay?
Why?
Because the leopards, because I'm easy prey for the leopards. They'll more likely attack little things.
This path is actually not that difficult, but there's quite a few people.
It's very busy. Big contrast to Knuckles,
Yeah.
where we were the only ones. After around 400 meters, there's a fork in the road. Most people go left. We're going to take the right route via Baker Falls, which is 1 kilometer longer to get to World's End, but in the end the loop is the same distance.
The weather right now is quite nice, so it's probably around 15 degrees, but with the sun it comes to like 20 degrees. It feels quite nice for a hike. Would you agree, Anna?
I wouldn't say it's 20 degrees.
It feels a lot warmer than I had expected.
Dervish wears short sleeves when it snows, so take my word for it. Okay, keep an eye out for the leopard.
I don't think we're going to see it. I think with all the noise that people are making, including us, we probably won't have a high chance of seeing a leopard. And anyway, if we do see a leopard, what are we going to do?
We were told not to make eye contact, so you have to look at the leopard like this.
And then you're going to walk sideways?
Really? Then you have to stand still and wait for it to pass on its own. Or it attacks you and you're dead. They sneak up on their prey, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, they just like pounce on you. Are you sure it's this way?
Yeah, I think this is the way. We just have to go up here. So it looks like we're going the right way, but it's a bit overgrown. But there's a path. Easy.
Yeah, it's easy so far.
Left, right.
Meeny, miny, mo. Right. It's very beautiful, very different from any other place we've been in Sri Lanka. We've only met one group of other people so far. It's already 8 o'clock, so we need to get moving before the clouds come in. All the shrubs that you see around us here at Baker Falls are called nelu, and the plant has bright mauve or bluish red flowers, which means that Horton Plains looks very different from year to year.
It's quite a nice walk. You've got a mix of shaded areas and also open plains. So if you're feeling cold, you end up in the open plains. If you're feeling too hot like me, you cool down in the foresty areas.
Just heard the monkeys. And also, all of a sudden, there is a very strong smell. And I can hear something rustling in the bushes just next to us. But they're not just any monkeys. They're very rare. We saw them jumping from tree to tree, but they're deep into the forest, so it's very hard to capture. It's hard to believe that this area is going to be covered in clouds in just 1.5 hours. It's so clear at the moment, so blue. The first half of our way to World's End was very, very quiet. We just saw one group of people, and now there are a lot of people returning from World's End who have already seen it. So it's getting a little busier. Not that it bothers us, but
I hope it's not foggy already, and that's why people are returning. I hope they've just had enough of it and just want to return for breakfast.
Yeah, true. I'm scared.
Fingers crossed.
We've arrived at World's End and we're very lucky because there's no mist. It's a very clear day. And it's almost 10 o'clock and no sign of any clouds yet. Read something interesting. So there's a river running from Horton Plains all the way to Udawalawe National Park, and many animals, including the elephants, would not exist in Udawalawe Park if it was not for that river connecting the two. The water in this river comes from the cloud forest that we just walked through. There's no time like halfway through your walk to realize that your shirt is inside out. That's what you get when you get dressed in the dark. Like it never happened. Now we have a 4-kilometer walk back to our car. Horton Plains is also the perfect spot for bird lovers, because you can find 20 out of the 27 endemic species of Sri Lanka here in Horton Plains. I'm really enjoying Horton Plains because the walk is not as strenuous as in Knuckles, so you get to enjoy it just a little bit more. But there are also shorter walks in Knuckles than the one we made, so that's good to keep in mind. We've reached Little World's End, which is on the way back from World's End. It's not extremely different from World's End, just a little bit lower. The monkeys that you can hear in Horton Plains are one of the 4 subspecies of the purple-faced leaf monkey, and they are called bear monkeys.
Because they make a sound like a bear?
Yeah, maybe. Actually, it might be because of their fur coats, which they need for the chilly temperatures up here. There's actually a lot to learn on this hike, and there's many information points everywhere.
So we're back at the route where the road diverges. I must say I enjoyed the route going anti-clockwise. You first go through the plains and then into the forest when it's at a hotter time of the day.
We really recommend coming as early as possible because at the moment there are big groups of families visiting, probably also because it's a Saturday. So if you're looking for peace and quiet, maybe try to avoid the weekends.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock at the moment and that's when the crowds start coming in.
How do you think this walk compared to Knuckles?
I would say I prefer Knuckles a lot more because you feel more at one with nature.
I enjoyed them equally, I would say, and I maybe even enjoyed the walk here a little bit more because it was more relaxed, we could take our time, and the weather was also much more pleasant, much cooler.
And well, it's about the same price, so whether you want to do the Knuckles hike or this, it's up to you.
We hope that this video and a previous one helps you decide where to go. There's a good reason that you're not allowed to bring plastic into the park, because there have been some autopsy reports of the sunbird deer showing that they choked on the plastic bags. So sad.